Cookie. Damage test 662. So I've got a new strength bonus I've never tried here in Toy Factory. I want to come and try it. I love revisiting old stomping grounds. Seeing how much stronger I got. Feeling it really. I want to feel the strength in my bones. Muscles pulling and pushing. However, this orc head has to go. Let's fix that real quick. Beautiful. There's my beautiful blue hair. I'm about to base and job level. Figured I'd come here and maybe find another OBB. Maybe get some more pearls to overcharge. Finish off these levels. Try out my new power. $700. Incredible. I could do even more damage with a Gladius instead of the Fortune Sword, but I think they might actually be different now, since the Fortune's a +5. So yeah, I've had plenty of time to ruminate on my Ice Pick tragedy. My Hellfire tragedy. Hellfire's a good name for a tragedy, I guess. If you're gonna have a tragedy, it's gotta have a name. It's a pretty good one. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Hellfire. I'll probably just keep it, because I do want a knight someday, and it's real good on a knight. When I do make a knight, I'll regret having sold the Hellfire, so I'm just gonna keep it. And I'll probably do the seal quest again on my priest. But he needs to get a fin clip first, because he's got to fight some stuff during that quest. And priest ain't so good at fighting without a fin clip. Even then, he ain't so good. But he can do it. And depending on what the right interpretation is of that description of how the seals work on the website, I'll do the quest again on this guy. Even if it means I gotta do all 4 of them again, I think it's probably worth it. But they might be completely undoable once you do it once. I'm not sure. Go away, dog, I don't want you. Oh, you frost driver me? That's nasty. Stay away from that guy. Job level. I did get a strength for that, didn't I? It was 4 just a moment ago, now it's 5. 71 plus 5. That means after this level, get 2 more %. It'll be 1 more level, and I can probably hit the next strength bonus again. I am neglecting Agi pretty hard, but I think it makes sense, considering I don't have any good weapons or gear. There's 2 extreme ends of the Sin leveling strategy. At least the single target Sin leveling strategy. And it's fight something easy, but just kill a lot of it. Or find something hard, but don't kill as many. Well, you won't kill as many because it's hard, but you'll get more reward per kill. And both strategies are great. They can both be very good. It's just that they got trade-offs. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the lower end of that. Quite easier stuff. But just kill a lot of it. Stuff that you can kill a lot of. So it's like high orcs. Right now it's missed cases, I guess. But eventually it'll be Wu-Tan fighters, probably, to try it out. Maybe alligators. Probably mix in some Sohis. Hello, MVP. I want to go down there. There's a lot of presents down there. I guess I've got... Hey, OBB! I was saying, I guess I got two plans to fall back on. So one is the Elemental Dagger plan. Let's go back to buying an Elemental Dagger. Probably a water one, just because I've got myself so hyped up on the fire monsters. May as well just go for it. I don't know, it seems kind of redundant though with enchant poison. We'll see. But yeah, some kind of elemental weapon. Or I could do Katars. Do Grimtooth weapon. I need to think of a good map for Grimtooth before I commit to that. Because that's like the higher risk, higher reward staff of leveling. But I'm very interested in it. Because I've never really done it with any seriousness. And because a Grimtooth weapon works just as well as an auto attack weapon. I could just use it to go auto attack things. Like I'm doing now. Whatever cards are in it, whatever element it is. You can be sure there's at least one or two monsters that it's going to be a great place to auto attack. There's plenty of monsters in this game. You usually find what you need. Hey! There it is. Let's rush strength. I'll be level 88 by the time it finishes. That's pretty high, but if I get anything else, it'll be even later. I really don't want to delay strength any more than I absolutely need to. He tried to storm guess me. Old blue box. Maybe I should look at the list of items you can get from OBBs. Gives random item. Weighs 20. That's kind of heavy, isn't it? I got 7 points saved up and 5 more coming, so that'll give me 12. Or I'll put 6 into enchant poison. Max that out. And then I guess 5 into sonic blow. Max that out. And 1 into cloaking, just to speed it up a little. I don't really care about the poison stuff. Not even Venom Dust. Venom Dust is the one poison thing that might have some small application. But even then, it's marginal. The one place I would consider Venom Dust is Grimtooth leveling, where I've got a big old mob. It's like, well, if I just poison these while I'm mobbing, could start the damage, get a head start on the damage. But you gotta carry red gems to do that. That's just not worth it. Better to have more supplies that you actually need. Fly wings and potions and whatever. That's another benefit to having a ton of strength. You can carry more supplies. I am kind of toying with the idea of dropping my strength to 80 something instead of 90 something for Grimtooth leveling, if that's the way I go. If Grimtooth is the way I go, that might be worth considering doing. At least Grimtoothing and Juperos. So I was looking at the stats on the water the water Venatu, and also on the Demics. And it's crazy, dude. You need a ton of flee and hit. It might not actually be doable without like really good gear. But I look forward to finding out. I think I am going to need a whisper card for that place. Because the Dimics, they're so hard to flee, and they're ranged. They're like the cruisers of Juperos. And they hurt. Out of the Venatus, the water one has the most health. And I think the most flee. But whatever it was, he's the one that takes the longest, the most Grim Truths to kill. He has like 10,000 health or something. So those are the ones that are going to be left alive. The last one's alive in the mob. And that means those are the ones that I should gear my damage towards, which means my cards and my gear and my stats and all that. At least according to my research. But research doesn't always pan out in practice. That's why you just gotta do the thing. You'll learn way more doing that. And looking at numbers. Looking at a database. I did it! I'm finally level 99! That was fast. I left my guild. Everybody quit the server except me. Okay. It's just a joke. This is the test server. And, I was level 1 like 2 minutes ago. So, that's how it works here. We're gonna try some things. Add item, space, gear. Wait a minute. I can't just add item? I'm gonna test Grimtooth, but I'm gonna have some fun first, because that's what test servers are for. Get rid of this stuff. Let's have Zenny 9999999. That's about 1 billion Zenny there. Neato! How am I fleeing them? Pretty good. Auto attack. I hit him well enough. Which one am I hitting now? That was the orange one? Or the... What color are you? Yeah, he was kind of orange. Get off me! Hit the water one. Yeah, 3 of them hurts now. Ah! I don't remember saying that. Oh, I put heal on the wrong key, that's why. That's why I died both times. And heal. Alright, let's make a mob. That hurts. That really hurts. I'm not fast enough. At least. Let's try this again. Yeah, they stay stacked, see? My damage is pretty wicked. With this, all these stats. This is so dangerous, though. He hoits. He super hoits. You kidding me? So, without buffs, I've really got to run. Really gotta run. I can't take sharp turns either. Oh my god. Ah. I'm terrible at this. Hang on. But there's so many. But if they only try to hit me one at a time, I'm good. I need to get a curse arrow though. I really do like this damage though. If I drop my strength, I'm gonna lose it. A lot of it. Aww. It's hard to get them stacked up without Agi up the move speed. It's really hard. In fact, it's going to be hard to do everything without buffs. Because the stats you need to flee and to hit these things consistently are just so ridiculous. But now also with the move speed. Haha! But yeah, I had an idea for another build. A fourth build. The mythical fourth build. It's basically just drop strength 10 to get me more attack speed. More agi dex and maybe int. Just because without buffs this is going to be so impossible to do this. I really need the movement speed. That's the big thing. But the flee is also going to be super important because of the Demics. And the Venatus, really, but... So let's try 84 strength instead. I didn't try with a mocking, but I should have before I changed builds. That's alright. I was at 92 agi, wasn't I? I think I'll stop at 88. I'm gonna bump Dex up too. See, it was 42 before. We're going 52. And then int. I don't really need to put that point in it. It would be so nice to get a little bit of it. Or int, or both. But man, you need so much agi, it's hard to justify it. What's my attack speed? 177? I didn't even use an awake. I'm an idiot. So at 91 I get 178 attack speed with this gear. And then at 96 base I get 179 attack speed. That's a lot of attack speed. Let's try 96 base agi build. And let's get... I'm wondering if I should change my gear. Just buff it a little bit, but make it like a realistic buff. With Motor's Leash or Brooches. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. Curse arrow. $1761. Give me a couple of those. gonna make all the difference. Juperos 01. So my damage won't be as good. It'll still be decent. My attack speed will be way higher. Partly because I didn't use an awake last time, because I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh, they hit me. Oh, right at the entrance. Cool. Maybe cloak is the key to mobbing them, though. I can kind of corral them. It is the key to mobbing them. Did I just discover how to do Juperos right? Yeah, the curse is amazing. I'm a god amongst men. And the damage is still really good. It's just the player who sucks. But yeah, let me get a whisper card up in this business here. Give me a muffler. Mocking muffler. Let's watch my flea. Goes from 260 to 265. I lost a bit of attack speed, didn't I? But I will get to wear. You know what else I'm doing wrong? I'm supposed to mob with fortune swords and then switch to this when I have my mob. Stupid! Alright. Fortune sword. Give me 2 of them. Nice. Then give me a mantle. Let's keep it light. Just give me some health to work with here. Okay, fortune sword time. 2 of them. It won't work when they do skills, when they hit me with skills, but it'll work when they hit me with auto attacks. Supposed to, anyway. Mimics hurt too much, though. The Dimics ruined this map. It was awesome before these. Maybe I shouldn't worry about dropping them, because they run so fast. Alright. Gotta switch weapons. Yeah, curse isn't the end-all be-all solution to this, but it sure helps. My timing just sucks. I can't do it when they're cars. But yeah, the extra agi does help with the flea. For sure. That attack speed's pretty awesome too, I gotta admit. What's it at? 179? Attack speed Grimtooth. Wicked cool. RR. Get my fortune swords on. This way, fellas. I don't need to zigzag for these. They all run the same speed, I think. I just need to try not to get hit by too many at the same time. That's the big thing. Nope, nope. Hide before you change weapons. I gotta hide before I change weapons. Why isn't Fortune Sword giving me perfect dodge? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Are these fake Fortune Swords? They are. I made myself fake Fortune Swords. You went into battle with an untested weapon. I can't even drop them. Oh my gosh, what a joke. Take me to town. I bet you the NPC will buy them. Nope, he doesn't even notice that they're there. What in the world? I cursed myself with unmovable fortune swords. But I couldn't get rid of the fake ones. They're still there. But I guess it's fine, I'll just ignore them. They're a different item ID, so it works with the hotkeys. Let me shrink this down. Come over here. Maybe I should just mobbing too big. Probably what I'm doing wrong. One of the things. One of the many things. Look how fast Dimmick is! That's annoying. That means I won't be able to pick up my loot. Get off of me, Dimmick. I do run faster than them, but I think it's just 5% from being an assassin. Yeah, let's just fly away. So QWV, that's going to be my... Practice with a tiny mob. Q, W, V. Yeah, there we go. I mean, honestly, I wonder if instead of regenning, I'll just be better off going around auto-attacking. Because probably leveling like this isn't so bad. Just hitting him. Great damage. I flee him. The mobbing's just so risky. Maybe I can get better at it, but without buffs it kind of seems unlikely. I'm gonna do as much damage as possible before they split. That's how I'm gonna make this really work. If there's a build that can do this well, that's the strategy. I'm quite sure of it. Also, stacking them is going to be important because this is just not good enough right here. It looks like I will want more hit than this, even. Even more hit than this. I'm such a powerhouse, though. That's great damage. It's not like monster damage, but it's pretty close. And at that attack speed, 179, it is just sexy as heck. Totally sexy. Dimmick, I want to fight you. You're such a bully. I hit him okay. He just hurts a lot more. Has a lot of health. Yeah, Dimmick's ruined this map. Well, alright, the Juperos dream is dead. I mean, it's dead without a party. You can still do it with a party. But the party's also got to be geared. How do you just walk slow? Or get a wizard. Freeze everything. Crowd control. But hey, there's other places to Grimtooth that are great. I'll just have to look at the map and the monsters and find them. Follow me, little snakies. We're gonna go on a boat ride. That's pretty much the whole map worth of snakes. I may have missed a few, but I'm at 66.6%. Oh, I should have stacked them up while I was in there. While I was out there and I still had space. Oh, they're pretty good. They're stacked pretty good here. Hey, there's one I left over. Boom! Be cursed upon! Cursed to slither on the ground. Cool. Finish these off. Count my winnings. I like this little area because they can't run far. I can just Grimtooth them until they're all dead. Out in the open, they'll run like half a screen away. Out of range, Oh yeah, so I started at 66.6%, ended up at 73.0. So that's, was that 3.4 plus 3, so 6.4% for that whole mob. It's not too shabby. 5 minutes left. That's not enough to mob the whole map again, but enough to get a decent mob. But it's not really worth it unless I can get him into that boat area again. I'll just go straight for the boat. See if I can get there before it runs out. That's the cool thing about Grimtooth mobbing. Is that since you dodge everything, you can pretty much mob the whole map. Whatever you're doing. Before the Dimics, you could mob the whole map with Juperos, and some people did. So, it's super efficient. And since you don't have to tank it, you can do it to things that are like kind of too hard. I just thought I'd try it here. I was actually on my way to Desert Wolves. I found out there's actually a Desert Wolf map. It's just in veins instead of the desert, the Morok Desert. I'm gonna go try to get to that. See if I can find me a 2-slotted Qatar. Maybe that'll be a good all-around Grimtooth weapon. And if not, the cards will be good. Got 3 minutes left. This is a good enough mob. That cursed arrow helped a lot. It was a donation. I asked for one in guild and ally chat, and my guild leader had one. He mailed it to me. I would have had to make an archer to get one myself. That's the only way to get them. Arrow crafting cursed rubies, as far as I know. And other cursed items, probably. 75%. Cool. Let's go fight one-on-one. 174 attack speed. Pretty nice. There I am. What's up, guys? This is my assassin, and I'm back to kill some desert wolves in veins. Because that's the new Desert Wolf map, I guess. I got 262 red pots, 18 stones, and 80 total strength. And I should level. Either, probably in the next awake, but maybe in the first one. I'm gonna do an hour here. I've already done, 7 to 10 hours here. I don't know why, I just felt like doing them. I think I wanted to get a feel for how good it is at making Zinni. Because in my memory, it's really good. And in reality, it's so-so. It's not bad, it's not great. I get about 5 stilettos per run. And I just NPC them, because it's not worth... I don't really need one right now. Maybe I want one for a super novice or something. But yeah, 5 stilettos at 12k each with overcharge. You can do the math, plus the other loot. Comes out to a little over 100k. But this portal, you gotta keep trying it. Sometimes it'll send you here. And I am not interested in this map at all. Drosera, no thank you. Let me show you what Drosera does. Yeah, long range. Long range, high hit. Strong hit. But yeah, the experience here at Desert Wolves is not amazing. It's actually pretty slow for my level. But it's not insignificant. It does add up. And yeah, it's about added up to a whole level. Or more. Yeah, I think I've leveled here already. I'm sure it's less than 25% per hour. I can't get more specific than that because I haven't paid that much attention. But one thing I like about this map, besides its decent money, is the card. Desert Wolf card. It's a weapon card that increases damage to small size monsters by 15% and gives 5 attack. That'll probably be good in daggers. And I like that they're fire property, so enchant poison's good on them. But since they're medium, I'm not using daggers. I'm using my Jamadar. And besides, Grimtooth comes in handy here once in a while. There's like four or more of them. That's what I was doing originally. I was just Grimtoothing everything. Making a big mob. I think when I did it the first time it was a spotlight. Because the well, it was on the test server. Because there were a lot more of them than there are here, and they never fatigued. But here they fatigue, and it's a little bit of a problem, but it's manageable. Roween, what are you, a prairie dog or something? Some kind of hyena? He's a hybrid. He's part prairie dog, part plains dog or something. Another cool thing about this place is the wolves drop meat. So you can actually stay here pretty long for the amount of pots you gotta bring. Especially if you steal. You know, after thinking about the ice pick tragedy, it's still a tragedy. I wish I would have gotten it, but there's some silver linings to it. Thought I would talk about those. Mainly, it's going to force me to do new things that I normally wouldn't do or haven't done, like Grimtoothing. Or maybe not force me, but it's going to open those up a bit more. Ouch! Holy moly! Stay away from those guys. Because with an ice pick, it is kind of so powerful that it crowds out other playstyles and builds and stuff. It disincentivizes you from going a different direction than double dagger, single target. Now, it wouldn't have been so strong here, because you can't do a log to endow yourself. But Ice Pick is just so strong that it still would have been pretty strong. Like I would have just gone to Turtles instead of Ice Titans or something. Turtles being a place that you don't need endow. And another silver lining, I guess this is kind of a weaker one, but it's still there, is that I always thought Enchant Poison was really cool and wanted to try a max Enchant Poison set. And so, Poison being kind of the original answer to high defense before Ice Pick, this is a great opportunity to try that. I'm pretty sure I am going to max out enchant poison. Yeah. With more levels, you get more duration. It lasts 165 seconds. What's that, like a minute and a half? 120 is 2 minutes. So it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds, something like that. That's really good. Compared to level 4. Yeah, it's about double. I'll be having to cast it half as much. Half as many casts. Will save me a lot of SP, open up more stealing and grim-toothing. I like it. And the other effect you get from leveling it up is poison chance. From level 4 it goes from 4.5% to 7.5%, so it's 3% more chance to poison every time I hit. See, this guy's really high defense. And once he gets poisoned, well, you couldn't see it there, but once he gets poisoned, my damage kind of like doubles or triples. You'll see it eventually. Which is really cool, because that's one of the effects of poison, is that it drops their defense by 1/4, something like that. So it's a DPS boost on anything that has more than 0 defense. And the more defense it has, the more of a boost it is. I mean, it's the same 25% reduction, but it's just the number of defense in that 25% is greater when they have more defense. So, like on the Stapo, your difference in damage is going to be huge if they have a lot of defense. Even though it still won't be great damage, it'll be enough to be doable. And also, this is kind of cool. I kind of like that with a guitar, like I don't crit so much, and that sucks, because it's one of the cool things about guitars is they get twice as much crit. Your crit rate is doubled when you're wielding it, and it doesn't show in the stat window, but it plays out in the game when you hit things. It's like a hidden doubling of your crit rate. Or if it says 50 here, it's actually 100. It says 2 here, it's actually 4. But yeah, it's kind of cool that my crits are rare but really strong, because I'm so heavy on strength. It makes crits still feel special, since I'm not doing them every time. Like that, see? If I get a crit on a Stapo, my damage is suddenly... He kind of just gets one-shotted almost. So cool. Stiletto, number 1. Number 2. I'm doing good this round. I'll get more kills grim-toothing. It's just more active of a play style that I don't feel like doing right now. And there's a few blue herbs up here that are worth grabbing whenever I pass it. I think I am just going to rush my final strength, because this Agi is working out just fine. And every level I'll get one more flea, so that'll help a little bit. And this is enough dex too. It's enough dex until I finish strength. think it'll finish at 88 if I remember the calculation right. At level 88. It was 94 base strength I'm going for. I'm still kind of considering going down to 84. And then putting those extra points into some Grimtoothy stuff. Int or Vit, or more Agi. Maybe even more Dex. Here, let me do some Grimtooth. I'm going to show you what that's like on this map. See that one tired out? So the way you fix it, just let one of them hit you. Because they assist. So the tired one will see it, come after you again. But it's tricky because you got to manage it. Like you see how there's one in front of the pack? That's just how you want it. Because if they're all clustered up, it's harder to stop and let them hit you without getting killed. Or just damaged. That's also something you want to avoid. You can fix it with Stone Fling easier, but there's the risk that it stuns or blinds. And it costs SP. You really want to save SP if you can. So it's better to do it this way. If at all possible. Haha! That was a tiny mob, but that's the gist. And I normally don't even enchant poison when I'm Grimtoothing here. Because it's only one extra Grimtooth. It's 3 SP. And that costs less than an enchant poison, I think. Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it's 20 SP for an enchant poison. That is unbelievably cheap for how much damage it does. It's 200% attack. So it's the same damage as 2 auto attacks. I pretty much ignore the stay pose unless they pick up my loot. So one thing I wanted to test before I dump these points into enchant poison is just to count how many hits it takes on average to poison things. And then dump the skill points, that'll boost it 3%. And then count the hits again. See if there's a noticeable difference in the numbers. Roween! Hey, come here, Stapo. Give me my loot. There you go. See, my damage went from like 45 to 112 after he was poisoned. I love that effect. That's so cool. It's like a soft counter to defense. And it's a big part of the assassin toolkit. Like, it's so little use and always has. It's more especially after Ice Pick. But yeah, before Ice Pick, it was kind of like the best kept secret of assassins. Like, the bad assassins weren't utilizing poison at all. And the good assassins were. And the non-assassins didn't really know anything about it. That was 3 hits to poison. 1 hit to poison. Maybe this is the wrong way to count it. Maybe I should count how many monsters get poisoned before they die. Because these die pretty quick. Better yet, change monsters to desert wolves. Because the Roweens are going to skew the data. Alright, that's 0 out of 1 got poisoned. 0 out of 2. Desert Wolves. Three. Zero out of 4. One out of 5. One out of 6. 2 out of 7. 2 out of 8. 2 out of 9. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 11. 3 out of 12. I think I'll stop at 20. Yeah, 13. 3 out of 14. 3 out of 15. 3 out of 16. 3 out of 17. 4 out of 18. 4 out of 19. 4 out of 20. Alright, enchant poison. Maxing it out. Level 10. One out of 1. That's a good start. 1 out of 2. 2 out of 3. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 6. 3 out of 7. 4 out of 8. 4 out of 9. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 11. 5 out of 12. 6 out of 13. 6 out of 14. I'm not going to count these. Seven out of 15. 8 out of 16. 8 out of 17. 8 out of 18. 8 out of 19. 8 out of 20, so double. Twice as many desert wolves got poisoned. The level 6 enchant poison, and the level 4. I mean level 10. Then with level 4. That pretty much checks out. Pretty much checks out. Let's make a mob. Timing is everything. Raween. It's better to steal from the desert wolves than the Raweens, because you can get meat. That'll make it easier to stay here longer without going home. But I'll have enough points left over to max out Sonic Blow with one more point to put in either Cloak or Venom Dust. Or Poison React if I want to. Venom Dust is actually, it's a pretty powerful 1 point there, because it only lasts for 5 seconds. That's actually fine for most uses of Venom Dust. It's all you're trying to do, usually, is just apply the poison effect. And so 5 seconds is 4 seconds more than you need to do that. I'm going to finish this level before I pop this awake. Hey, it's a 99 stalker. Where is he going? Did I steal his mob by accident? That's an ill-gotten level right there. Like a true thief. Stole my level up. Well, 18, so I could get 2 more strength if I wanted to. Yeah, I think I will. I really like this BGM. I'm kind of in the mood for something chiller right now. Yeah, that's smooth. Made a little playlist for this map. Let's see, I've been here for a while. Let me see how many I've killed. At KC, Desert Wolf. I'm coming up on 2,500 kills on Desert Wolves. I think it's about 5,000 on average that you get a card. So, on average, I'm halfway to a card. This is the best desert music right here. I don't think I'm going to spend much time hunting for gear on this playthrough. I think I'm just going to focus on getting levels. And then just use my OC loot to buy any gear that might help me out. It's available. My instinct is to stop and farm some useful stuff, you know? Go hunt martyrs. Get some martyrs leashes and maybe a card. Go hunt Argios, get some boosts to put the card in. Hunt Sohis, get a muffler. Hunt Whispers to put in the muffler. You know, the generic thief main route. But I always play it that way. Maybe it's cool to play it different. I bet you can get to 99 faster not doing it that way. Because you lose so much experience hunting little crap. I'm already losing a lot hunting desert wolves, and they're not even that little. They're just a little compared to my level. I could probably do high orcs just fine. Maybe those are a little stretched just because of the archers. But yeah, there's better stuff I could do. Bhutans. Those would be much more experienced than this. And I think they're weak to poison. Maybe that's where I'll go after this this awake. Try out some Bhutans. Man, they sure buried this last dex point. This job bonus dex point. At the end of the job levels, didn't they? I've been waiting on it for a long time. Everything in its own time. 438 crits. Crits are great because they show you what your full damage is. That's the best way to watch your damage go up. You'll see what your new crit damage is. Crit damage is damage that ignores defense. So it won't matter what your target is. It'll be the same on everything. Excepting for elements and card effects and whatnot. Wonder how many Sidewinders I've killed. $1,478. So I've killed more desert wolves than Sidewinders already. That makes sense to me. I've been here a while, and my killing power is just much greater now than it was in my Sidewinder days. So the desert wolf kill count was bound to catch up quick. Missed case. 2,097, so I passed my missed case kills too. But I'm going to go back to missed cases. Those are going to be like my home base. Just because OBBs are fun. And they're more fun the more you get. I was looking at what it takes to make a Crown of Mistress. Not that I'm in any rush to get one. I just found a gold and I want to use it. But I'm going to need 2 more gold to do that. 2 more gold. And a coronet. And something else. But the coronet's the real hard thing. Because that only comes from Mistress, the MVP. At a 2-point-something% chance. And that means it's real expensive to buy it. I think it was over 4 mil right now. I thought, dang, that's almost 2 elemental Damascuses. So that project is going to have to wait a long time. Which is fine, because it's not so important anyway. My weapons are way more important than that. It's just so cool and pretty, isn't it? Crown of Mistress. All those crowns. I love them. The tiara. Even the Snake Queen crown, whatever that's called. Yeah, based on last run, it seems like I get about 9% in half an hour here. So it's like 18% an hour. It's kind of a cool little spot to be in, because you will level up doing it. Like, it's a relevant amount of experience. It's not like hunting rotofrogs or something at level 79. But you're definitely sacrificing a lot of experience for whatever loot you're looking for, doing it that way. But it's not so much that you need to feel terrible about it. Yet. Plus it just creates a really mellow play experience that sometimes I'm in the mood for. Just like this. Well, that's the end of the awake. I got 4 stilettos, a little worse than average, but not too far off. Let's get one more for good measure. Alright, I think that's the end of my Desert Wolf adventures for a while. Like I made a big stack of stones so that I don't have to farm them. I just sat there for hours, spamming fine stone, putting them in storage, and regenning. I did it between chores. It was cool. Didn't cost me any playtime really. But yeah, it's just nice to be able to pull some stones out. I have to waste my SP in the field. Give me some bee wings. Refill my fly wings a little bit. Oh yeah, this 2-carat diamond. I decided to revive my old tradition. My old tradition was, I noticed in this game they have all of the birthstones for every month. And it tells you in the description what month it is. This one doesn't, but I think one of the diamonds it does. But yeah, diamond is my birthstone, so I thought, hey, it's only 10 weight. I'll just keep a diamond on me at all times for good luck. See if I get any lucky out of it. Well, the world is my oyster. Where do I want to go? Wherever it is, I'm probably going to want my daggers. Instead of my Jamadar. I was hoping to find a 2-slotted Qatar off of those desert wolves. Because I think I want to do with that what I'm fantasizing about doing with a 1-slotted Jamadar. Which is kind of make it my for fun Qatar weapon. I'll upgrade it to the safe zone, or maybe find a few of them, get it a little beyond the safe zone, and then use it for fun cards like Sidewinder would probably be one of them for sure, and maybe a second one, stun or something, a stun or a poison or who knows what. That's kind of how I like to use slotted weapons that are still good but not the best. Because the best Qatar type of weapon is always a jar. You should just never use anything except that until you're trans. Then you should use specialty jar. But yeah, it just seems a shame to me to waste all the other weapons, you know, never use them. 2-slotted Damascus, 2-slotted Qatar, 1-slotted Jamadar, whatever it is. 2-slotted Suruji, same sort of thing. Another nice thing about Desert Wolves is you get a trickle of rough ori. And I guess since I don't have plans to do that seal quest again for a while, I can just use my stones now. It's about time I got some +4 gear, isn't it? I need some slotted gear first. I guess I don't need it, but I kinda want it. Feels like a waste. Otherwise. I'm gonna go sell my loot. See how much zinni I got now. All stilettos. 1.3 mil. Hey, I'm back to my record. Look at that, it's under a mil now. I should get a second one, I mean I do need it. Oh my gosh. Am I going to be a double fortune sword sin? It's tempting, the 40 PD. Especially with my kinda low agi. I shouldn't do it, but I really want to. It's so tempting. But I should buy something that's going to boost my damage, not my survivability. That's what's going to help me level faster. My survivability is just fine how it is. Whisper's 3.5. Speaking of survivability, I would need a muffler for it, but those are only like 200k or something. I can have that in an hour. I wonder how much a slotted undershirt costs. I think they do get slotted, don't they? I think the fee for that is huge. It's probably real expensive. Look at that, 120k for a muffler. I should just buy that right now. That's so much better than hunting it myself. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I've never seen them that cheap before. They must be getting them from Castle Loot. Yeah, slotted muffler. Easy peasy, just saved myself like 10 hours of hunting subbies. Slotted rings are also cheap. Seems like they're farming the heck out of Stormy Knight and Orc Lord for them to be that cheap. Can't blame them. Those are good monsters. Good cards too. Nile Rose, there's another quest I could do. Next time I'm in the mood for a quest, I could do the Nile Rose quest. There's a bunch of good ones I need to do though. Rachel Sanctuary, Kyle Hire, Biolabs. Even Amatsu. +5 immune muffler. Alright, it's time to +5 my Gladius. I've put it off forever. Sorry it took me so long, little Gladius. There you have it. You'll stay there until I find another one of you. Then I'll try for a +6.